And now we've got to a new engineering or our new scientific metaphor, which is superconducting networks. Okay, if you know, there's impedance going through electric power network and you're losing it. And so the solution is I need to get the superconductance. I got to cool the network down to close to near zero.
Right.
And it's expensive. And the point is, yeah, it's expensive to get to near zero. And then the impedance disappears in the network and the friction goes away. And what could you do if the friction went completely away?
Right. You're in outer space, right? The smallest amount of energy can move something billions of miles. And I love that analogy too, that you're getting to a lower energy state, and that eliminates the frictions to conductance. So you achieve superconductivity. And in a way, that's what Bitcoin is, right? It's a monetary medium completely free of the noise of unexpected inflation. So you're actually conveying pure price signal. Something even gold, we didn't quite have that.
And I love your analogy because, I mean, the aerospace engineer in me is loving it a lot. You could think about when you encrypt monetary energy on the Bitcoin network, it's like achieving escape velocity out of the gravity well. What we've done, we paid a price to get out of the gravity well. Throw a baseball on a baseball field that goes a couple of 100 feet. Get out of the gravity well, throw the baseball, it'll go around the earth forever.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Okay, so how much more distance do you get out of the baseball if you pay the price of getting out of the gravity well?
Right.
It's not like 10 times better. It's not 100 times better. It's not 1,000,000 times better. It goes to infinity and it never stops. And that's the breakthrough that people don't get. It's like, what could I do if I had vacuum and I was rid of friction? And yeah, there's a price to pay. And that's your phase change and your state change. And that's why I would say Bitcoin is the most efficient system for channeling energy through time and space in the history of mankind. We've never figured out how to channel energy with no impedance and channel energy with no loss. But let's come back to the outer space analogy. Take your flashlight and shine it in your basement. Take your flashlight, shine it, on your baseball field. Now get into outer space and take your flashlight and shine it. Or flip it the other way, the Hubble telescope, right? How much better are the photos you get from the Hubble telescope than the photos you get from a telescope that has to shoot through the atmosphere?
Right.
It's
free
not
of
like
distortion.
It's 1 billion times better.
Yeah.
It's like you just can't really imagine the world when you're trapped in this energy well.
This analogy too holds for the counterparty, the institutional counterparty risk. It's almost as once you escape the gravity well, you're also free of institutional counterparty risk, right? I don't need to worry about the stability of the United States or JP Morgan to transmit Bitcoin 100 years into the future. You only need to be concerned about the stability of the energy network, which is maintained by the collective self-interest of the world, in theory.